Hey everybody, my name is Brad. Welcome back to the channel. Oh, the cat's making crazy noise. It scares me when she does that. Anyways, today we're gonna shift gears a little bit and look at some photo editing tips and tricks. Now, this is really for beginners because that's where I find myself. Let's jump into Lightroom Classic, shall we? If I can spell. Boom. Alright, so I recently had the opportunity to take some photos of a local band here. I wanted to show you what poor exposure looks like. Ah, yes. Of course, the lighting in here is not very good at all, but I'm going to show you how we can improve this a little bit. Right off the bat, I like to go over here, bring up my blacks just a little bit, bring up my shadows, and then come right down here in Lightroom Classic and you'll see under the detail tab, denoise. Go ahead and click that little gem because it's going to do some wizardry type magic for you. It's going to apply this denoise filter to your image. Let that run for just a second. Alright, so we're looking a little better. We're still super dark down in there in some areas, but also super bright where some highlights are blasting through. So what I would suggest is that we start, actually I'm going to start by cropping because I don't like the upper part of this image. So I'm just going to bring the crop down right here and it's going to look like a super cool wide image now, which I think creatively already looks a lot better. So we're good there. Moving on. The next thing I would do, if this were me, I would now bring up the blacks a little more, really as much as I could without destroying the image. I'm gonna bring it up a little more. As you can see, we're starting to get a little more detail coming back. It's okay because the band itself, for the most part, is lit up as best as it's gonna be. I may also try to bump this exposure slider up a little bit more, like so. Of course, you're thinking to yourself, my guy's blown out right there. We're gonna come back in here with the highlights and drag that back down a little bit. So already we're looking a lot better and we're really able to save this image a little bit from where we started. Not loving the fact that there's some people in the crowd right here, so I'm gonna make this even more of a wide, like creatively cool wide image. Now we're already looking way better, as you can see, from where we started with just a few simple little slider techniques. So again, this is super easy, and maybe for someone who hasn't played with Lightroom Classic a lot. So let's see what else we can do here. Well, you could, come in and make some masks. Yeah, you can make some masks. Like if I really wanted to come in and put a mask over lead singer's head here and then bring the highlights down just touch. See, it's bringing back a little bit of detail there in his face, which looks better. All in all, I think this looks way better than it did, and I'm actually not too upset with it. So maybe that's about it. There we go. Super dark, bring it back, denoise, a couple of sliders on your image. Don't forget about cropping. Cropping is your friend. You can really get creative with your images when you use the crop tool. It doesn't have to remain, like it once was. As you can see here, we're cutting out a lot of things that's, not really necessary to something that's really cool. Let's see what else we got. We captured a lot of detail in the image. There's a lot of color, a lot of textures going on. Really not bad with it. It is a little noisy over here, as you can see, around the edge of the frame. I might just come in with the brush itself and bring back some of that darkness right here. So if I come in just like around the corners a little bit, bring those shadows down, basically giving it like a little vignette. That's what we're doing here. I'm just kind of bringing that. So yeah, that cleans it up a lot right there around the edge. I'm very happy with that. So yeah, so that's basically it, guys. Don't be afraid to use Lightroom. Dig in there, man, and just start working with those sliders and playing around with adjusting your images, bringing the highlights down, up the blacks and shadows a little bit to bring some detail back to your image. And don't forget about the crop tool. And if you like this video and want to see some more Lightroom Classic tutorials or how-to videos, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, like this channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.